Da 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 da. Welcome to Not Sports Center. One day we might have these features right behind us. That'll be a marvelous day.
Yes.
But welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Davey.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are the Sports Junkies. So today we are going to be talking about, this is a pretty big debate. A lot of people have different answers on this, and I think you'll get a lot of different answers if you ask a lot of different people. But the three greatest athletes of all time. And after doing a lot of research on this one, it was way tough to make a decision because everybody has their opinions, everybody has different stats, everybody hits home to what they grew up playing, and you know, it makes the decision tough because I played soccer, I played basketball, I played football, tennis, all growing up, and you know, so I'm kind of tailored to some of those. But then you start looking at statistics on other ones, and I mean, you're just like, oh man, is that one harder than the sport I've played? I don't know.
So, it's tough.
There's so many statistics out there and greats out there in every single sport. So it was definitely
greats.
Yeah, real tough. So Jordan, you want to start us off with your top three?
I'll start us off. So like you, I did some digging on this and saw some things that popped up, but I think you kind of explained it well. There's a lot of sports I played growing up, so just sports I naturally gravitate to. I don't necessarily like to talk about what I don't know that much, or if it's a sport that I haven't at least given a shot to. So my top three greatest athletes of all times goes as is. I don't have them in any particular order. I think the first one is probably, I'll start off with the first one. I think it's one that many people see coming. Michael Jordan. He is definitely, so surprising. He's definitely the top, basketball player of all times. So he's captured 6 championships with 6 finals MVPs. The guy had a great career, averaging over 30 points per game his entire career. That's just ridiculous. I know LeBron's doing some pretty crazy things right now for his age. He might win the scoring title, but which is mind blowing. But Michael Jordan just brought that heart of a champion with him. He's got that pit bull in him. Russell Westbrook has that in him, but he's not near the player that Michael Jordan is or Michael Jordan was. I think Kobe Bryant had some of that dog in him.
Yep.
And Kobe was great, right? It took him to 5 championships, regardless of whether people say it was with Shaq or, I mean, he was able to get 2 without him. So I think that heart, I think there's in a lot of these sports, there is a Michael Jordan there. There is somebody with that heart, and that is what makes them great. Someone who goes out there to try and play every single game that's on the schedule, and somebody who just dominates. And I feel like Michael Jordan dominated at that time. So Michael Jordan obviously is one of the greatest athletes of all times. This next one, I have a lot of respect for this sport. And I'm gonna bring a woman into this. I feel that's deserving. I'm gonna go with Serena Williams as one of the top athletes of all times. For sure the top female athlete of all times, and I can only really rank females against females, but just, I mean, do I even have to talk about this one much? When we're talking about singles, talking about 855 wins to 152 losses. She's just, I've watched a lot of Serena. I love watching her play. And I mean, she is just a monster. People are afraid of her serve. If her serve is on, it is over. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just pack up your racket and your shoes and just head off. She's going to be signing the camera at the end because she is just that dominant. Post pregnancy, she hasn't been able to find it as much. I hope she gets that one. She needs one more to really put her there. She has 23 Grand Slam titles on 66 appearances. So, I mean, a third of the ones that she goes to, she gets the Grand Slam, which is ridiculous. So she's just a maniac. Her sister early on would beat her, Venus, and I mean, it's not even close anymore, right? I'd love to see her beat Margaret's record of 24 Grand Slams. And I still think she can do this if she gets on a good run. I think she's got to come back from that pregnancy and just really focus. I know she's getting older, kind of worries me, but I'd love to see her win one more, regardless if she wins one more or not. I think tennis today that she plays in is a little bit different than what Margaret was playing in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, to win 23 in today's tennis is just absurd. I have to give it to Serena.
Yeah.
My next best athlete, I'm going with Tiger Woods. I'm gonna go with Tiger Woods. He's 82 career PGA Tour victories. I think golf is a sport that I've played. I think it's extremely tough. It takes extreme confidence, extreme focus. If you're off, you're off. And for Tiger to do what he's done and to kind of go through what he's been through, come back, win another major is just ridiculous. I know he trails Jack Nicklaus on the pro card, 18-15. Again, I think golf's a little bit different when Tiger was playing than when Jack was playing. I don't think he'll get 18. I don't think he'll catch 18, but in my eyes, I don't think he needs to. The competition he's playing is just ridiculous. He has the most PGA Tour wins. He's actually tied with a guy named Sam Snead. But Tiger, when he brought out that red, it was dead. Brings out that red shirt, and it's over. Also, just somebody. It goes deeper than just his wins. Tiger is golf.
Yeah.
Like without Tiger, the greens are not packed.
Right.
And people are just not like Tiger could take himself today, which is not that great of a player, and sell out crowd, and they're going to be walking with him. I mean, I've seen some bone chilling moments of people walking to the final green with him, and that is huge. When you can draw that much attention to a sport that otherwise doesn't get that much, that's insane. And Tiger does that, and he'll do it today if he was going to play. I hear he's talking about playing in another major, which would be cool to see. But yeah, I got Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods as my top 3 greatest athletes of all times. Like to hear yours.
That's a good list, and I hope Tiger can get back. That car accident he had.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard they almost had to amputate his leg.
Yeah, he's kind of lucky to be walking, right?
Yeah, that's freaking nice, dude.
Yeah. It's his second car accident, right? Like the first one he came back from,
right,
and played well. I don't know. He's obviously got some demons, but
right. Yeah,
he's had a great career.
All right, well, let's jump into this. I'm not going to do an order, but I'm going to start off with one of the players you said. Just get out of the way. Michael Jordan.
You don't need to take a long pause. What's the pause for?
Well,
just say it.
You know, I think one of the things that goes into becoming one of the greatest of all athletes is not having an edge as far as physical attributes. compared to the other athletes. And that's where I would like to put LeBron in here, but LeBron is what, 4 or 5 inches taller.
Yeah.
He's built stronger, and so, and obviously he did that himself. But height is something that you can't work on. You were born with that height, and so I think that gives LeBron an edge, which makes Michael have to work harder to compete with those other people. So, just hats off to Michael. He wasn't the biggest guy, he wasn't the fastest guy, and to do what he did, I mean, 2 3-peats, just ridiculous. And if he didn't retire that year,
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been 7 in a row. So and he changed the game. He put NBA on notice to the whole world, and I mean, created his brand outside of the NBA and took chances. And just reading about some of the things that he did, in practice, and how much effort he put, off the court, just, I mean, you could see it. You could see it in his performance every single game, in interviews and everything. I mean, the guy lives and breathes basketball. I mean, it's his whole world. So I got Michael Jordan. I think you named most of the stats that are relevant to him. And I mean, you want a slam dunk contest, bring these great athletes in the NBA and make them go compete.
I agree.
And these dunk contests are getting lame.
Yeah, the 3-point contest is the new draw.
Oh yeah, way better.
Yeah.
So Michael Jordan, my number 2 I got on here is Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne, that's a good one.
I went to hockey, and just reading about some of his things that he did. I mean, he got his first 1,000 points the fastest ever, and then he got his next 1,000, the second fastest ever, only to himself. So literally just breaking records, and this guy he was such an incredible player. I mean, if you watch some of his highlights, this guy will weave in and out of different players, take it all the way down and score or get the assist. And I mean, this guy was just, he is, in my mind, the Michael Jordan of hockey. I mean, he put hockey on notice. And I mean, you ask any hockey player who the greatest of all time is, and I don't know if many people will say anybody different.
I could agree.
So, and I think, with hockey, being on skates, going that fast, he wasn't the biggest guy, so he's getting laid out by some extremely big guys. So, I just think this guy deserves to be in the top 3, because he was just absolutely phenomenal at his sport and really elevated the whole game to a completely different level. And I mean, there's some guys that are still playing, and Crosby and a couple of other people that I think could give him a run, but I don't think anybody will ever catch him. So that's my number 2. And then my number 1, this one might be a little controversy. I think some people might say, especially in this sport, somebody's better, but I'm going to go with Cristiano Ronaldo. And
over Messi.
Yep. I think Messi has the opportunity to beat him at some point, kind of like LeBron has the opportunity to be better than Michael Jordan at some point. But, for what this guy's done, he's won 3 golden balls, 4 golden boots. He has a ton of other awards. He's won tons and tons of trophies for his team. Part of a historical Manchester United team. He won the UEFA Champions League, the Barclays Premier League, the FIFA Club World Cup. I mean, just has basically every single stat. I mean, if you go to Portugal, I mean, nobody doesn't know who this guy is. So yeah, he's the face of soccer. And another reason I put him on here, and I think in a different video we're going to talk about this, is I think soccer is an extremely tough sport to become the best at, because so many freaking people play this. I mean, it's a world sport, so you're competing against everybody. I mean, what country doesn't play sport or soccer?
I don't know.
So you're going against the best of the world, which is why I'm going to put him right there. So
I won't argue you too much there. He's great. I mean, he's made a ton of money.
Yep.
He's GQ as hell.
Yeah. I mean, the guy looks fly everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I think
everyone wants to be Ronaldo.
Right. I think he was named sexiest man of the world multiple times. You know, I mean, I don't think any girl is going to sit here and ever say that they're not attracted to him. And if they do say that, they're lying to you.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
But I mean, it was tough. You look at Tom Brady and what he's done, but we're talking about athletes, and I was looking at Federer and even Muhammad Ali was a tough one to not put in the list. So this was an extremely tough category that, I mean, it could be debated left and right for hours, and I don't think anybody will ever solidify a number one because it's so tough once you start looking at different stats. I mean, even Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps and I mean these just such incredible athletes in their sport. So that's tough. That was a tough one.
That was tough.
So you got any other honorable mentions you want to throw in there?
No, I think you hit him. I wrestled with Tom Brady, obviously, because I mean, he is the greatest football player of all times, but I didn't have any footballers on my list.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali, I love Muhammad Ali.
Yep.
He's just a bad dude. But there's a bunch of good ones out there. There's some that can even flip flop. You got probably some Messi fans over Ronaldo, and probably some LeBron over Jordan, and I mean, but to me, those people really transformed the game, and Serena's just put women's tennis on the map, and it's getting better and better. They're getting younger and younger. It's a hard sport to be a part of now, but it was a hard list. It was a hard list.
Well, Serena, I mean, she's a great one, and I mean, I'm all for like the WNBA and stuff like that. I think they're absolutely amazing athletes, but I just don't see myself drawn to watching the WNBA. But when Serena's on, I'm watching every single second. Like it is.
I'll watch it at 4 a.m.
Right.
Live.
It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah. And in fact, that's the only time, it's really the only time I watch women's tennis. I'll watch men's. You got some greats. You got Joe Novak. You got Roger. There's some men out there that are pretty good to watch. But like, if she's what draws me to women's tennis.
Yep.
And she's kind of like Tiger of tennis. The views go up when she's playing. They're gonna miss her.
And her outfits, dude. She has the coolest outfits.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
she's a Nike athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just fun to watch play.
That's a good list. That's tough, dude.
That's good.
There's not too much room for debate there.
yeah, that one's a hard one to debate. I mean, pick your poison there, but
all right.
Well, that one was fun. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you like the new setting. I think it's pretty fun. Give it a shot. But if you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Go ahead and like it, share it, give us a subscribe, and watch us on Thursday. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday. So we will see you guys Thursday. Thanks for watching. Sports Junkies out.
Peace.